A man is told by three strangers that he will become king. He doesn't seek power. Power finds him in a prophecy he never asked for. And that single sentence is enough to make him a murderer. Shakespeare wrote this in 1606. 400 years later, psychologists would prove he was right about something. Belief doesn't just predict behavior, it creates it. Macbeth is a loyal, decorated general in the King of Scotland's army. Then three witches meet him on a battlefield road and tell him he will become Thane of Cawdor, then king. Minutes later, a messenger arrives. He has, in fact, just been named Thane of Cawdor. One part of the prophecy came true instantly by pure political circumstance, and that's the trap. Macbeth doesn't decide to become ambitious. Ambition is planted in him mid-sentence, then appears to be confirmed by reality itself. Egged on by his wife, Lady Macbeth, he murders King Duncan in his sleep to take the throne early, before the prophecy has a chance not to come true. This is where Shakespeare gets something modern psychology would later formalize. Expectation shapes behavior, a mechanism called self-fulfilling prophecy, first named by sociologist Robert Merton in 1948, more than 300 years after this play was written. Macbeth's prophecy doesn't tell the future, it changes what he does in the present, which then produces the future it predicted. The witches never make him kill anyone, they hand him a belief. You're the kind of man kings are made of. And once he believes it, he starts acting like someone entitled to the throne, closing the gap between belief and reality himself, one violent decision at a time. This is exactly how the effect works outside the play too. Told you're gifted, you take more risks and get called gifted more. Told you're a failure, you stop trying and confirm it. The prediction was never true on its own. It became true because someone believed it and acted accordingly. After the murder, Lady Macbeth is the harder, colder one, until she isn't. In the play's most famous scene, she sleepwalks, compulsively rubbing her hands, insisting she can't get the blood off. Out damn spot! In 2006, researchers Chenbo Zhang and Katie Lillianquist ran a study on moral guilt and physical cleansing, and named the resulting bias, seriously, the Macbeth Effect. Their finding? People guided to recall an unethical act are measurably more likely to want to wash their hands afterward, and doing so actually reduces the guilt they report feeling. The mind treats moral contamination like physical dirt, genuinely, not just metaphorically. Lady Macbeth isn't being theatrical. She's demonstrating, 4 centuries early, a real and replicated psychological response. Guilt doesn't stay in the abstract. It looks for a body to live in, and the body looks for a way to clean it off. Macbeth's response to guilt is the opposite of his wife's. Instead of trying to wash it away, he tries to outrun it by killing again. He has Banquo murdered because Banquo suspects him. He slaughters Macduff's entire household because Macduff opposed him. Each murder is committed to silence the anxiety left by the last one. This maps onto something addiction and trauma researchers now describe clearly, using an escalating version of the same behavior to numb a feeling that behavior itself created. Macbeth hallucinates a floating dagger before the first murder and sees Banquo's ghost at a banquet after the second, his mind generating waking intrusions that mirror what's now understood about guilt, trauma, and psychosis-adjacent breaks under extreme, unprocessed stress. The killing never resolves the guilt. It just raises the amount of guilt that needs resolving, which produces more killing. Macbeth isn't a story about an evil man doing evil things because he's evil. It's a study of how a single sentence of belief can restructure someone's entire behavior, how guilt becomes a literal physical sensation people try to scrub off their skin, and how trying to outrun a feeling by repeating the thing that caused it only ever makes it worse. Shakespeare didn't have the vocabulary psychologists would eventually invent. He just watched people closely enough to describe the mechanism precisely, accurately enough that 400 years later, scientists studying guilt would reach for his play's exact title to name what they found. If you want to read it yourself, The link's in the description. And if you want more of this, the psychology hiding inside the stories we think we already know, subscribe. This is The Villain's Mind.